Episode off here with Jet Bronx and the Forbidden. 1977, the song Ain't Doing Nothing. Lyrics to live by, man. Lyrics to live by. And look at this. It says on the cover here, if you are not among the first 15,000 purchasers of this record, you will have to be content with the crummy black vinyl instead of the terrific red vinyl. But I can't see this thing selling more than 15,000 copies. But anyway, a great single from 1977. And this is not a vinyl find, but it reminds me of the first record I'm going to show you. And I've got a great lineup of records for you. We're gonna jump around the rock and roll spectrum here. We've got some Lost Gem power pop record. We've got some UK 82, a new record, a record from 2021. Some great cuts from 1977. It's going to be a great show. We're going to jump around the genre, but satisfaction is guaranteed, baby, as always. So let's fade out the Jet Bronx and the Forbidden, and let's get into the vinyl finds. We're going to start off with this Lost Power Pop gem, originally released in 1981. Here's the Jet Bronx and the Forbidden on Lightning Records. I got the terrific red vinyl, not that crummy black vinyl. So, yeah, we're going to go to 1981, and Hozak reissued this. I would have never known this existed if it didn't get reissued, and I'm glad it got reissued because it's an excellent power pop record. So get your polka dot shirts and your skinny ties and get ready to fall in love, baby, with Adam Roth and his band of men. Great, tight band. Power pop bliss, man. So let me cue this up, and then we'll get going, man. We'll start this. We'll start the party now. Here we go. I want to get to the fourth song here. One of my favorite cuts on this record. It's called "I Just Want to Have Some Fun," and we'll play a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about it, man. So this is Adam Roth. I just want to have some fun. Yeah, you can definitely plug out this, man. So I took her around the night, in my Chevrolet. I rolled my arm around her and she turned the other way. Yeah, I don't know what else I could have done. I just want to have some fun. I just want to have some fun. Don't we all, man? Yeah. So I love the lyrics in it, man. I wake up in the morning, I practice my guitar all day. Yeah. So this was originally like a movie soundtrack for a movie called Beach House. And on the hype sticker here it says it comes with a free movie download, but I didn't get it here. What a gem! You know, I want my movie here. But yeah, they made it for this movie, and this whole record is chock full of great little power pop tunes with some great guitar. And here the solo's coming up right here. Come on. Get it, baby. Come on. Quick slashing white hot guitar solos on this stuff. And I brought out some records that I think they sound like, and you know, this hype sticker here, it gives you, you know, like for fans of, so I'll show you for what they think of the fans of these bands, what they would like Adam Roth. For fans of the Freshies, great band. For fans of the Real Kids, we all know this record, man. What a classic, stone cold classic. And I was really pumped to see this band on the hype sticker here, Epicycle. This band is so good, man, and so underrated. I don't think I've ever seen anybody show this in the VC, but definitely check this record out. It's such great rock and roll, punky power pop. The song High School Junkie, it's the tops, man. It's hard to beat. Epicycle's great, man. Great stuff. And the song you're going to hear next is called Down at the Shore. Kind of like a power poppy, punky, chunky kind of riff. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And then I brought out some bands that I thought, if you'd like, you'd dig this record. So I brought out the second album by Paul Collins Beat. The Kids Are the Same, man. Yeah. I love this record, man. Great record. And then I thought too, if you dig like the Plimsouls, you'd really dig Adam Roth and his band of men. And then I said I can't listen to both these records, Paul Collins and Peter Case, without breaking out the band they were in together, The Nerves. Talk about classic power pop here, man. Wow, this is good. The whole record, like, it's got so much like 50s overtones and little surfy kind of moments. It's just really fun. You can describe this record in one word, it's fun. Another record I brought out, kind of like that slick, snotty, new wavy, punky kind of stuff, is Clark Kent Music. He's the drummer for the Police. Put out like a little new wavy, punky record. The song "So Cool" is the best, man. I love that song. And, also, Sorrows, man, Teenage Heartbreak. Great little power pop record. If you dig Sorrows, you'll love Adam Roth and his band of men. Yeah, come on. You know, this song "Down the Shore" kind of brings me back to like being in New Jersey. Like that was the thing, like I'm going down the shore. Total like surfy kind of great licks, man. Great guitar lead. I could play every song. So the highlights on this record, man, I would say, are Just Want to Have Some Fun, Down at the Shore, another song called Speed It Up. And, this is really funny. On the second song, it's called Judy, Won't You Dance With Me? And it's got this kind of like spacey feel to it, man. Like, I don't know why, it just reminded me so much of this record, and I had to bring it out because I love this record. It's Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle. What a great record, man. So much fun, this record. But yeah, Judy, Won't You Dance With Me? Definitely has that kind of vibe. But I'm looking at the back here, and I'll show you. On the second song here, it shows you, lists the people, who wrote the songs. And you'll see here, it says D. Leary. And I'm thinking to myself, who the heck is D. Leary? I don't know. And they were from Boston, and I looked it up, and it's actually the comedian Dennis Leary. So Dennis Leary wrote a song on the soundtrack for Adam Roth, which is hilarious, I think, man. It's great. But if you like power pop, if you dig like Plimsouls, Paul Collins Beat, you're really gonna dig it. There's another song on here. There's just enough cheese on this record. It's not like overly cheesy. It's close. It's close on some of these songs. Like the song "Baseball Rock" is like this like rock and roll organ-driven version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," which is like, it's stupid. It's silly, but I hate to admit, I really liked it. It's really good. It's fun, But yeah, definitely for the skinny ties out there. If you dig that kind of stuff, man, you're gonna love Adam Roth and his band of men. Really cool. And it comes with this really nice insert. You get some great pictures, man. Great pictures and write-up about the movie and everything. Still kind of bummed I didn't get the download of the movie. I definitely would have watched it. And here it's, unfortunately, it looks like Adam Roth passed away in 2015. So that's a bummer, man. Rest in peace. But thanks for the great tunes. I think you guys will really dig it. So all the power poppers out there. So let's get to the next record, man. And the stuff I love best. This is a cool custom label on that. Look at that. The stuff I love best, man. 1977. Let me cue this sucker up, and then we'll talk a little bit about this. I was, I get kind of weary about seeing the word demos in a title, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't let demos scare you away from buying this one. Especially if you're a fan of that 70s punk or a fan of this band, you definitely have to have it. It's a lot of fun. I showed on, I think I started my show off a couple of weeks ago with this record, the Radiators from Space TV Tube Heart. Excellent Irish punk. great Irish punk. One of the originators put out, if not the originators of Irish punk. I mean, I think they put out the first Irish punk single with Television Screen. But it's this record here. The Radiators from Space, 1977. Demos and More. This is excellent, man. Like I said, don't be scared away by the word demos. This is great. This is great stuff, and we're going to play a cut from it right now, dude. And we're going to play Roxy Girl. A lot of the stuff on the B-side, I found I was digging a little more, but as a whole, the record's fantastic. This is the song Roxy Girl by Radiators from Space and the 1977 demos. You want a pogo to your puke, baby, when you listen to this? Come on, get with it. If you ain't here, you're nowhere, baby. Come on. She's the star of the show. Got a body on, takes go, go, go. Squeeze her tight, she goes in my ear. One thing you think it crystal clear. Time I do when you choose the guy. If I don't store the man, I think I'm a guy. I hold the aces, you hold the key. Come on, little baby, show it to me. Roxy girl, the fine shirt. How fast a hi-hat. Total swinger, man. You ain't on his to get you high. Jesus getting tight around your thigh. Stand around and go. You can hear it too, like on a lot of these demos, the drums are like really up front in the mix, but it's kind of cool. And as somebody who loves TV Tube Heart, it was awesome to hear these songs in a different way, because I played that record it's almost worn out. So you're getting a lot of great demos from that album. Television Screen, Electric Chairs, Great Expectations, Sunday World, Love Detective, which is the B-side to the Television Screen single. But it's funny, my favorite song on TV Tube Heart is the opening track, Television Screen. And on this demos record, it's probably my least favorite song. It's more sped up. That song's just better when it takes its time, and it just sits in the pocket and grooves. But dude, it by no means is it bad on here, but these songs the demo versions are great. And reading the insert, coming up next is Love Detective. But reading the insert, it was cool. This is the same sessions as TV Tube Heart, but they were like, the producer was like, just go in and play your set, play your whole set. So they did, and we got some great songs from that album, but we also got some great covers. Before I get to the covers, actually, I brought this single out, and it's must hear. If you like that song Roxy Girl there, I heard it and I was like, dude, this reminds me of something. I know I have it. And it's by this band called The Features. 1979, the single's called Floozy of the Neighborhood. ripping punk tune. 2 years after these demos, but excellent, man. The Features are great. So like I was saying, they said play your live set and we'll record it. And so they did, and they had some cool covers in their set, which I didn't know they played these covers. But they do Psychotic Reaction by the Count 5, which is, they do a great punk version of that, man. And I was really pleased to see this cover because I love this record. Teenage Head by the Flamin' Groovies. This is like maximum rock and roll. One of my favorite rock and roll records ever. The Flamin' Groovies. And they do a great version of Teenage Head. Not as good as the Flamin' Groovies, but it's fun to hear them do it, So, while I was listening to this, I was breaking out some other records, and I really broke out some, nothing that's going to blow your mind, but just some classics that, I think if you like the Radiators from Space, you'll enjoy listening to these other records too. I brought out, hold on, whoa. Definitely some Vibrators, Pure Mania going in there, man. That guitar tone, definitely like very Vibrators-esque. The song Blitzin' at the Ritz is a total Stranglers sound, man, like from Radis Norvegicus, one of my favorite punk albums ever. Also some feel like the Adverts, Crossing the Red Sea with the Adverts, man. And this is a cover too, isn't it? It's The Creation. Try and Stop Me? Tell me if I'm wrong out there. But I think it's a Creation cover. Yeah, check this out, man. It's great. Listen to the quality. These demos are excellent. Listen to that bass. Les Claypool eats your heart out, baby. Yeah, and it came with a really cool insert. Here's the Radiators looking really cool, pretty tough on the cover, and then you open it up and it's a really good interview with the group, and you get some great pictures here, man. And the interview's very informative, very nice. Talks about like how they started the band, how they met each other, and they're into the Stooges and the New York Dolls, and of course with influences like that, man, you're not gonna lose. And it's also very interesting to hear like, they asked him like, what was it like, bringing this new wave of music into Ireland and playing it, and also they talk about their trips down to the Vortex and how they started a zine called the Raw Power Zine. I didn't know that, which is pretty cool. I didn't know they were the dudes behind that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, an excellent, the whole package together is great. And tell me that's not a cool cover, man. Yeah, that's pretty badass. It looked pretty cool. It doesn't get much 77 than that. We'll get a little more taste of the Radiators from space, Fade it out, we're getting to the next one, man. So we were in Boston, 1981, to hear some great power pop, some forgotten power pop. Then we went to 1977 to hear the Radiators from Space demos. And I like, it's on Beat Generation, and they made the label look like the Chiswick label, which I thought is pretty funny. That's a nice little touch there, But, so now, let's go to 2021, and let's go all the way to Germany for this one. And, it's not often that I'm like rendered speechless by records. I usually have a lot to say and I can pull a lot of records out that I think they sound like. But this record really threw me for a loop, dude. It's kind of a weird record. It's a really good record, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's hard to describe, man. It's just hard to describe. And I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna play some of it, and then you can be the judge. You tell me what it sounds like, or what you think these guys are influenced by. So let's start on the A side. I like the fourth song on here. Let me clean this off real quick. I'm a little brush here, and this is on Total Punk Records, 2021. So when you get something from Total Punk, it's gonna be good, man. Quality label, quality stuff. And here's where the weirdness begins with this record. The name of the band. Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal from Germany. They are not a heavy metal band. But hey, now you can't say that the kid never showed a heavy metal record. Because here it is, baby. So that's the first thing that's weird about it. The second thing that's weird about it is the album title is called Live at the Gas Station, Fighting the Devil. It's not live. So that's another weird thing. The third thing about it, the first song on it's called Motorhead. And it's not the Motorhead song Motorhead. And it has nothing to do with the band Motorhead. So, three things right off the bat that are just strange about it. But welcome to the absurd world of this band, Heavy Metal. And the only thing that really pissed me off about the record is put a track list on the back, man. And it's not even a track list on the insert. Instead, on the back here, we have a quote that says, Old School Warrior, Origin of the Species. Rhymes so fat they got type 2 diabetes. Heavy Metal, live at the gas station on Total Punk Records. I'm going to play you my favorite song from this record. It's called Walk the Dog. And this is a rocker, man. This is a total rocker. Check it out. It starts with this dog barking. It's upsetting the thing. Okay. Dude, this thing, it gets pretty blistering, dude. Check this out. metal, walk the dog, live at the gas station, baby. I love that, like, that notey guitar riff. It's total boot scoop music. It's got the swagger. It's got the power, baby. It's heavy metal, baby. Get into it. Put out a wild record, and I look back at their discography, man, and I think it's their 5th record, and I checked out the first 2, and they're awesome. Like I really want to get those 2. Kind of hard to find, a little pricey, but maybe eventually I'll get them. You know, they're really fun records. Yeah, listen to this. Power. Maximum rock and roll, baby. You can't do this. You can't do nothing. Get into it or get out, baby. Starts out like kind of weird, man. It's like a rock and roll riff, but it's very drony, and the riff just keeps going and going, and it's a catchy song. It's almost like quads out like shoegazy, but then they kick it up a little bit with the next song, Motorbike, and yeah, but this track's my favorite, Walk the Dog. It's really good. And I want to play, there's a nice little surprise on the B-side, and I thought they did an excellent job covering this song, so let's check that out real quick. Let's flip it. Yeah, I mean, that intro to that song is like, there's some odd stuff going on here. There's a track on the B-side called Centipede Venom that is just bizarre, man. It's super weird. But let's get to the second track on the B-side. That's the little cover, little nugget. That's pretty fun, you know. The first song on the B-side, though, it's called Boots of 69. And, dude, the music, when it starts out, it has a total Simple Tones kind of vibe, dude. Like the song I Like Drugs. Like that guitar tone, that kind of drums, and that great sound. And then the vocals come in, and the vocals in that song are unlike any vocals on the rest of the album. It's like, it sounds like the singer of The Oppressed. It's like the super like oi kind of style vocals, and it's just a really interesting album, man. There's all kinds of sounds going in here. But here's a nice little cover they did of Burnin' Love. Check this out, man. Time like picking out bands that I think that they sound like, you know, and I don't really think I nailed it on this one. I brought out 2 records that quasi reminded me of that I said, okay, I'll listen to these next, but I can't pinpoint heavy metal. But one I brought out was A Trip to Marineville by the Swell Maps, and I heard a little bit of Swell Maps kind of vibe in it, and this is an excellent record, man. Love this record. And then some of the vocals reminded me of this guy, Nobody. And if you dig like really lo-fi punk, you'll love Nobody, man. You gotta check Nobody out. Love Visions is the album. This album's a trip, man. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff out. I never really heard any Nobody I didn't like. So. But yeah, let's get a little more taste of heavy metal. There's an insert, right? And this is the insert. It's kind of bizarre. It's just a picture of two kids. I don't know if this is like, you know, pictures of them when they were kids in the band or something or what. I don't know, but like the one kid smoking. That's pretty funny. But yeah, a total absurd record. And I really enjoyed it, man. Heavy metal, live at the gas station, fighting the devil, baby. Come on. Let's go. 2021. What a trip. What a trip on Total Punk Records. So we went to Boston for some power pop in 81. We went to Ireland to hear some demos from the Radiators in 77. Then we just went back, we hopped back a year. We took a trip to Germany to hear some whacked out weirdo punk. And let's do some UK 82, man. I got this one when I got that Radiators from Space record. And I never had anything by this band, and I really, really enjoyed this record. And let me cue it up, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, this is the last one I'm going to show you, man. And I'm going to leave you with this song, but I want to talk about it before we go. Get the dust off of that. So this is a band called the Violators. Die with Dignity, the No Future Years. This band's terrific, dude. This is great UK 82 stuff, man. And the vocals on it, the lady Helen Hill, is phenomenal. I love her vocals, man. Very reminiscent of, I had to break out Susie and the Banshees after listening to this. Very Susie Sue kind of style stuff. But, you know, the band it's kind of weird. It's a very cool comp because the first three, the side A is the first three EPs, right? They're singles. And they're very much in that UK 82 vein, you know, and it's fun, it's cool. Then you flip the record over, and it starts off with the Life on the Red Line 7-inch. And you see the Violators kind of going in like a little new wavy kind of style, and it's weird, you know. And then the bonus tracks are a band called Taboo. Now, Taboo apparently was the band after the Violators that Helen Hill went into, I think with one other guy in this band, and it was a total new wave kind of style stuff. And on first listen, you know, I'd bring it home and I play it in its entirety, and I was like, yeah, you know, that A-side is ripping, but that B-side, I don't know, man, I didn't really dig it. And then this morning, I woke up and I played this record starting with the B-side. And I started to really dig these tunes, like these new wavy tunes. I think they do it really well. But yeah, but overall, you can't beat the, you know, that stuff on the A side, man. Summer of 81 single came out in 1982, followed by the Gangland 7-inch, and then the Die with Dignity 12-inch. This is great stuff from Puke and Vomit Records. And Puke and Vomit always does a great job with the packaging, man. Yeah, you get this little card, whatever, you know, showing you other Violators stuff they have. But they always pack these reissues with cool posters. Besides that, did they do that Skeptics one? That Skeptics poster stinks on ice. But look at this. This is cool, man. A little poster for the reissue. Killer. I love it, man. I love stuff like this, you know. But I'm going to leave you with this song. It's called Summer of 81. And this could be probably one of my favorite tracks from that era, that UK 82 era. The drums are boisterous and bold and loud. The vocals, her vocals are amazing, and the guitar tone, the crunch on this guitar is unmatched. I love the tone of this guitar. But let's hear the Violators, man. Summer of '81. Let's go, man. Let's do it. Here we go. Look at this ugly mug. This is a great tune, man. Check this out. The Violators, Die With Dignity, the No Future years, baby. I'm gonna leave you with this song. Enjoy it, and always be good to each other. But most importantly, people, you always gotta be somebody, baby. Be somebody. Raise the glass. Thank you for hanging out another week with the kid in the fig. We always appreciate it. Always, baby. Raise the glass. Cheers. Be somebody, baby. Enjoy the Violators, man. Cheers. Be good, everybody.
Let's take it back, it's time to rule this land. But let's know where to make a country great.